Hello, good people of YouTube. It's Chronom here, bringing you another gameplay commentary. This time I'm playing Kill Confirmed on Combine, and yep, I'm typically playing Kill Confirmed, it looks like. I don't really mess around with any of the objective game types on this game except for Search and Destroy, so that's why you see so much Kill Confirmed, because I just like the Slayer modes on this game for whatever reason. But anyways, today I wanted to talk about all the recent activity that Treyarch has done on this game and my thoughts on those things because they're really intervening a lot like throughout the game. And the last Call of Duties I played, like I've said in other videos, were like Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare 2, and Black Ops. Those were the last Call of Duties I really played a lot. And typically like patches were a big deal. Like they wouldn't make hot fixes, I guess, is a thing where they just can edit, like tweak like gameplay settings without actually doing an update, and that wasn't a thing back in the day, I'm pretty sure. And I don't know if I like it. Like they're constantly changing or tweaking guns, and it's just a little too much for my taste because every time I hop on, like I don't know what to expect from every like the guns that I'm using, and I don't know, like I understand that sometimes you need to make fixes, but I think they're just overdoing it because I don't know, like the Vesper got patched, which might be necessary, but like if you go through the patch notes, they just randomly did a whole bunch of other things, like tweaking the damage on other things from range and all these little things to make the gameplay experience totally different, and it kind of makes it hard to get settled in. But yeah, speaking of the or updates and patches on guns, after this most recent patch of the Vesper, they didn't change anything like the range or the damage on it, so it's still a really fast kill. But the thing about that they did change is the view kick control. So it's a really dangerous gun to use because you can't rely on it as well because it has like so much kick and you can't control it as well, so you'll just miss a lot more shots in between. Like obviously if you have a wide open kill, like you'll still miss a lot more shots periodically just waiting for that view kick to sort itself out. And that's a really dangerous thing in this game because once you start missing, you can sometimes never get your aim back on, and it just ends up with a lot of bad situations for you. And another thing that people like to do in this game is control the view kick. So like if you are shooting with a gun, typically they ride up or ride higher on you. So you can pull down on the analog stick gently, and that'll bring it back down and kind of cancel out the kick. But with the Vesper, it's still even tough to do that with the Vesper because of how wild and random it is. So a lot of people are turning to the VMP or the CUDA. Those are the two new guns to use. And for me, I made the switch over to the VMP because I don't know, I like the CUDA as a gun a lot, but I don't feel like it melts people as fast as I would like from really close range. So when I do like competitive modes, I rely on the VMP because I just feel like it's a faster kill. Obviously the CUDA has a little bit more range, and that's good. But so that's definitely good for public matches, especially because the fire rate isn't so crazy, so you can kill a lot more people per clip. But with the wow, what a fail there. What was I talking about? Yeah, the CUDA and the VMP are the new SMGs to look at, and the CUDA just isn't quite as fast of a kill as I would want it to be when I'm doing those competitive game modes. So I kind of rely more on, like, I like the VMP a lot. It's just a personal preference, really, though, because I can see it going either way. Because the added range on the CUDA is pretty significant, and range is a really important thing, obviously, when talking about guns in this game, because it really limits your encounters that you can engage in when you don't have that range, that extra range. And you know, like you guys know how it goes when you can't shoot people from afar or can't depend on your weapon to shoot people from afar just because of the view kick on it. So it's really a toss-up between the two. And the other guns that people use in the pro circuit a lot was the M8. But I've even seen a lot of people switching over to the XR2 lately, and I don't know, I kind of dig it as well. It takes fewer bullets to kill, I think, or maybe not, but it's got a slightly faster fire rate, so you don't have to wait on like that next burst to come out for as long, and sometimes that makes the difference, especially when you're using the M8 and against fully auto guns. Like, that makes a difference when you're just waiting on bullets to come out of your M8. And the other thing about it is, like, the way Call of Duty works, when you fire a burst of the M8 and then you die like mid-burst, let's say, like, so if you, like, 2 bullets come out of your M8 and the 3rd bullet would have killed them, but they get their last bullet off first, it'll almost be like your 3rd bullet never got out of your M8, because of the fact that this game has instant travel. Like, the bullet travel time is instant rather than having like lag to it. Like, other shooter games have bullet travel time, but this game does not. So as soon as somebody sees you in their sights and pulls the trigger, that's already a hit. And it's really tough with burst weapons in that situation, because obviously that makes it so your bursts can be interrupted by death. And that's the most frustrating thing, is when you die mid-burst on somebody that you really feel like you could have had the kill on. But yeah, talking about competitive, like the guns to use in competitive, I wanted to loop this back around into a potential series I might want to be starting. I might start doing a live commentary series on 2v2 search and destroy game battles, because me and Snark Nation made a team for the 2v2 ladder, and I don't know, it's a lot of fun to play competitive for me for whatever reason. The public matches are getting a little boring and stale, so mixing it up and trying to get into some really competitive action is kind of what we're looking for now. But yeah, if you guys would like to see like live commentaries on game battles, definitely let me know in the comments below. It'll be kind of similar to like Optic Nade Shot's Road to 100 series with MBOs. That's a series I'm a big fan of, so, and that's kind of why I made the game battles team, honestly. Not to be a copycat, but always finding new things to do on Call of Duty is good, and that's one of the beautiful things about Call of Duty, because it just gives you, it has so much depth in the multiplayer now that you can, like, if you just get sick of like running around and trying to get as good of a score as you can always be like, you know what, like, I'm just gonna whip out like a sniper rifle and try to quickscope people now, and that's perfectly fine too. And there's so many different ways to have fun with this game. So I know I knock it all the time, and that's because it's like one of the only multiplayer experiences that I can really get hooked on a regular basis, and I just really want it to be perfect for me. But this gameplay is coming to a close, guys. If you enjoyed the gameplay, please leave a like, and feedback in the comments is always appreciated as well. And subscribe for more content. My score was 44-10 with 24 confirms, and it looks like it was Shadow Fox that was picking up all those wraiths for me. So shout out to Shadow Fox, or not wraiths, haters, because haters are really nice to have. But yeah, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, or I already said all that. So thank you, everyone.